He's Kevin James, fullback at Cortland University. I don't know what Mel Kiper, how he assessed Kevin James' abilities. Kevin joins us now, the actor, comedian. Did Mel Kiper have a profile of you, Kev, when you were at Cortland University?
I don't believe Mel did. I don't think many people did. I don't think it was. I don't think it was public knowledge then.
Okay, but if we were going to create a profile, draft profile for Kevin James, fullback,
right?
Well, how would you assess yourself?
Well, you got lightning speed. That you get that picture right away.
Of course.
And speed is broken down into quickness, power, jukiness. I had a lot of jukiness. I was very juky then. You couldn't really,
Did you ever score?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't. That's why I stopped and started doing stand-up.
But you're unselfish, and I like that. You allowed others to score.
Yes. Well, you don't get a lot of credit as a fullback. You're blocking a lot. You're also, you're grinding it out.
The first time you did stand-up comedy, how nervous? How old? How nervous?
It was 1989. Whatever, it was 22, 24, 24, something like that. Very, very nervous. But I would not do this, Dan. I would not bring my family and friends, which a lot of people invite their family and friends to their first show, because I wanted a true reading of how I would really do. And I did great. I did good. But the next night I did the same thing, and I bombed so bad. I remember hearing ice melt. I remember in the glasses, like that's not going well. You hear a blender in the back. Ugh.
Will family be honest with you?
Some will. Some are too honest. That's why I don't like bringing a lot of family to my shows, because they want to. As soon as you walk off stage, they go, can I critique you?" And it's like, I just walked off stage, and no, never anyway. But my family's pretty smooth that way. They'll be pretty honest with me, but they're also there to support you, so they're going to be laughing.
Have you ever gone up there without a game plan?
I have, actually. In the old days, you do not when you're doing a paid show in a theater, though. I think you should have some sort of a game plan. But I did used to, when I'm just playing on stage. Yeah, I would kind of go up there. I would go up there and work my way. I would try to. In the old days, I would put I would go up and put someone down in the crowd, or just start in a hole. I would try to start in a hole and see if I can get back, if I can get the audience back. I mean, these are like crazy stuff I would do as far as see how far I can get away from this crowd and then lose them and then bring them back. And some nights you get them back, and other nights they're like, "No, you're done." But
do you think that great comedians have this same kind of personality? This, whatever it is, they're not happy people. Does an unhappy comedian make for a good comedian?
It does, in a way. I got to say, a lot of it does. But it's just I overthink things too. So I don't know if it's so much unhappiness as it is just really over-analyzing things. I always do. I'll debate things in my head whether to do something that I create huge problems that way. So I mean, it's kind of over-analyzing things. And I think that's where you find some comedy, too.
He's Kevin James. The hashtag is Kevin James on Tour, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. What does that mean? Is this like a group is on tour?
I didn't do it. I'm doing stand-up. I don't know. Somebody put that out there. I don't even – honestly, I'm pretty bad with that stuff, the hashtags and all the nonsense.
I also we have this theory that you can't really be handsome and be extremely handsome and be a good comedian.
Well, I think I've bucked that theory, Dan, pretty well.
You're the anomaly here.
I think I shot a hole through that one. I mean,
because I don't think people want the good-looking guy to also be funny. Like Brad Pitt, he wouldn't be a good stand-up comedian.
Yeah, I guess I see what you say. It's like you have this already, right?
Yes.
Why you don't need this? Yeah, exactly.
Because he can't have problems. He can't go, "Oh, you wouldn't believe what happened to me today," and you're going, "Come on, you're lying."
It's true. I think it was Seinfeld said you can't be too muscular or tan too, or something like that. You don't want to be too tan as a stand-up comic because you're trying to look too good, and you can't. I don't know if it's a sense of not caring about yourself as a stand-up a little bit. You got to let yourself go.
We're co-starring in a movie, Pixels.
Yes, we are.
You play the president.
Yes.
The Danettes were in the crowd during my scene with you.
Yeah.
How distracting was it knowing that you had four guys who had no clue about acting that were out there in the audience in the White House press briefing room?
It became pretty obvious right away. I got to say, it really was apparent that the acting ability amongst all of you would Moesha had better stuff than you guys back in the day. From that show, and I love Moesha's show. I'm not kidding. But you guys, you know what? You somehow made it work. I don't know if it was the sum of all parts, and it came together, though, didn't it, Patrick?
Yeah, but there's a problem when my guys didn't even have lines. I was the only one who had lines, and they were still screwing it up where all they have to do is react. And they couldn't. So they were acting. When they said, "Oh, this is how you're reacting," you laugh, and then they would think about laughing, and then they couldn't even act like they were laughing.
Well, that's the overanalyzing again.
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Do you have a man cave?
I don't know I don't like calling it that necessarily. I have an area.
Well, set the scene.
Yeah, I have an area. I have there's some theater chairs. There's, let me see.
That's
about
it.
There's a few TVs, Dan. There's a few TVs to watch my horrible teams destroy me and take me out of the football season this early in the season once again.
Jets fan?
I can't. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do. It seems to be the same problem with all my sports teams. The Mets are the same way in a way. It's bigger. It's not just one little issue you can stop. You can't just say, well, we got to get our quarterback. We got to change it. That's it. These things would certainly help, but I think it's deeper and both both teams.
Was there ever a possibility of King of Queens movie?
The King of Queens movie?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
A movie?
I don't know. I wondered about that.
Really?
Is there a reunion?
Did you really wonder about it, or just now did you think
just
of that?
Just now. I haven't been wondering, but the last 17 seconds I was wondering about.
Okay, that makes sense. It's not like you're laying in bed, last October thinking.
No. Did you ever think about Everybody Loves Raymond and King of Queens, where you just sort of connect the two, where you swap wives maybe, or there's something that you walk onto that set and Ray walks on to the King of Queens?
We did that. We did a couple episodes where he would come on my show, and his wife did too on the show, and
wife swapping.
We didn't do that as much.
That would have been a ratings bonanza, Kev.
It could have been.
Yeah.
We should have been.
Yeah.
I would have given us another season.
So you're going to Savannah? Is that next stop here on the Kevin James on Tour? # Kevin James on Tour.
I am at yes. I'm going to Savannah. I'm going to go to Richmond, Virginia, Hershey. I'm kind of doing like an East Coast thing. I haven't done that in a while, and I love the East Coast, and I'm looking for it. A lot of the stand-up I've been doing is out in Vegas with Ray Romano. So.
Oh, really?
Now, yeah, I've been doing that a lot.
Ray's got a lot of money, doesn't he?
He does. He certainly does. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does. He's done.
He has his own plane, doesn't he?
I don't think he's got his own plane, but I think he certainly could if he wanted
to. Could he have his own Air Force if he wanted to?
He could. He actually could.
Is that just because you get to 100 episodes? Like 100 episodes, these guys on The Big Bang Theory, they're gonna make an awful lot of money.
Yes. Yes, they are.
So you get to 100.
Well, it's syndication, Dan.
Yeah.
It's it's once you hit that magic number, it kind of plays forever and ever. And if it sells well, you do really well. And thank God we've done that. That's nice.
How many episodes of King of Queens?
We did 206 was our total.
That's airplane money, Kev.
I don't like to fly. I'll take a bus. It's bus money. I got some bus money.
Do you have an RV or ticket? Do you have a bus ticket?
Well, it depends on the year. I do like
200
traveling by bus.
episodes, man.
Yeah, we had a good run, man. It was 9 years. It was a fun one. Yeah, I went for, who knew?
Before I let you go, did you own a bar on 47th and 8th?
Did I?
Yeah.
Why? What was the name of it?
I thought it was. Paulie, do you remember that bar we went into?
The salty.
No, it was Queens. It was something. Somebody said it was your bar on 47th and 8th. No? Oh.
But what was the name of it?
I don't know.
I want to go there now.
I don't know. I don't even know if it's still there, but St. James. There you go.
Oh.
Was that yours?
What? You're calling me a saint?
No.
I like it.
Somebody did. Maybe you called it. Maybe it was you, but somebody said this is Kevin James' place and it was called St. James on 47th and 8th.
No. I'm going to go there now, though.
No, I'm looking at the website. It went out of business last month.
Oh, did it?
Are you sure it's not yours? Safe travels. We'll see you at the Pixels premiere coming up next
I can't
month.
wait to see you, DP. It's going to be fun, man. You did a great job. It's going to be a big movie.
Thank you, Kev. Good to talk to you. Safe travels.
Thanks.
All right.
Talk to you guys soon.
All right. That's Kevin James. Hashtag Kevin James on tour.